Why do we keep using toiletry bags as actual bags outside of the house? This has been happening for so long now, and I actually saw Jessie's Style, I will have her video linked below, do a video sort of like about vanity bags and stuff like this, and it got me inspired to talk about this in a little bit more detail. And because I've been keeping my eyes open, and I've noticed this style, I've noticed another style that sort of overlaps, and I'm like, how did we get here and why and which are the best? So I'm going to break down the trend. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, well, then you're probably going to love it here. So head on there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. So this is not a bag trend new for 2025 by any means, okay? This is a trend that's been going on for a really long time in different kinds of ways. Lest we forget, the Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch, okay, which is, as the name suggests, a pouch that is meant to be used in the bathroom for all your trinkets and your skincare and your makeup and whatnot. That has been, for years, bought. Other people are selling sort of conversion kits so that you can convert it into a little shoulder bag, crossbody bag, whatever. People have also been using this bag as a clutch. Who is doing this? Princess Diana did that, actually. This is not the first time that these sorts of makeup bags and toiletry bags and those silhouettes that we're used to seeing by a sink are used outside of the house as more legitimate bags. Even Louis Vuitton themselves, after seeing people, you know, convert these bags as they were, launched the toiletry pouch with chain. Now, I'm not sure if that's still available, and I'm not sure if it did particularly well, or if people were like, I see what you're doing here, and I can just buy the toiletry pouch and do it myself, kind of thing. I don't need your little markup, thank you. Unclear. But if I even think back to maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, when Chanel started doing more bulking out of their bags in the small leather goods section, and it was mainly sort of vanity bags, right? It used to really just be the wallet on chain, and then it graduated into these little vanity bags and sort of more bulked up versions of these. My mum's got a little khaki one in case you're interested. You obviously have this sort of vanity bag design, okay, which is an evolution of the classic top handle held, you know, square or sort of, you know, cube or cuboid shaped vanity bags that, you know, you would set by your sink with all of your lotions and potions in them. And these bags that have sort of, you know, taken inspiration from those. But you've also got these softer toiletry bags whose handle unclips so that you can access the bag more easily or access what's inside it more easily, okay? And then you clip it together as a handle for ease. Now, the list index dropped for Q1 of 2025, and there was a bag on there, and it was the Saint Laurent Gabby vanity bag. It was number 4 on the hottest products list. And it's also been no secret that Bottega's Bang Bang vanity bag, which again, similar sort of shape, you've got this little rectangular zip across the top handle, detachable crossbody strap, has also been really, really popular, as has the Loro Piana L19 pouch. If you can track it down, by the way. These sell out left, right and centre. They come in so many different variations and fabrics, and there's wintry ones done in a shearling. There are exotic ones if that's your vibe. There are sort of wool and cashmere and whatever else and linen and raffia wicker versions as well for the summer that again are all sodding sold out. And you can sort of see the similarities between the Bang Bang Vanity, the L19, but also something like the Savette Symmetry pouch, okay, which I've fallen for twice. These are all sort of similarly, I would definitely say, styles. Fair enough, maybe this one's a little bit different because it has a turn lock and not a zip. Maybe because it's wider, it is obviously more deemed to be a bag than a little sort of toiletry accessory. I don't know. And what's interesting about this trend is, like, where does the line start and begin of something being a toiletry bag or a makeup bag? But also, does it matter? Do we care? Is there a line? Is there not a line? I also think that what sort of comes into this category is the Kelly Pochette, right? One of the hardest to track down quota bags. And again, could we put her in this category, or is she different because she's got a little top flap and a turn lock, and is that all it takes? But all of these bags are kind of within the same style. Why are these so popular? And I've got a feeling it might be back to our old nemesis, quiet luxury. These tend to be bags that do not have a logo. They have this top handle option. It's It's either only a top handle or it's a top handle with a crossbody strap that kind of has this sort of more traditionally ladylike feel, okay? This little, you know, clip-clopping around in your kitten heels almost. Kind of this very structured bag as well sort of fits this sort of, you know, prim and proper, quiet, luxury-ish vibe. I wonder if this is a knock-on effect that we're kind of seeing. They maybe have a little bit more of the subtlety that people like of that trend because it's a very simple bag style. Also, this is a bag trend that we can see take off, you know, across different price points because it is a really simple style. It's a style that can be easily duped or done in different fabrics for much less by smaller independent brands or whatever else, okay? There's lots of options for this particular style. Another key factor is the price, okay? And this cannot be forgotten about. So I really do think that these sorts of styles tend to be on the cheaper end of the different brands that are making them, right? Like in some cases, yes, some cases no, okay? But generally. So like Saint Laurent, the Gabby vanity bag is $2,000. It is, you know, on the cheaper side of Saint Laurent bags. You can get some for cheaper than that, but for a bag that has this much like structure and stuff like this, I think it's on the cheaper end. The Chanel vanity bags are all nestled under the small leather goods section. And what do we know about the small leather goods section? It's cheaper than buying from the bag section, even though these are still bags. They're still bags. I don't know why I did that actually. That made no sense to do there. But these are usually priced between like, depending on the style of vanity you want, $2,300 to like $3,300, as opposed to for a bag, you're looking at $4,000 plus. The L19, okay? This bag is once again most definitely on the more approachable price point for Loro Piana bags. When I tell you that this bag is so popular, to the point that they have now introduced the extra bag. So the L19 is, it's also called the extra pocket, okay? Because that sort of encompasses all sizes. They do the 19, they do the L11, which is really cute. Oh my gosh, I could see myself going for like the mini raffia, but she's very cute. But anyway, so they've come out with the extra pocket bag, which almost like legitimizes itself more of a bag than a pouch. Even just by the branding of it, okay? It sort of has this longer strap that you can double up so you can shoulder bag, you can crossbody. It's got a little bit more depth and heft to it as opposed to just a little top handle moment. But I thought that that was really quite interesting. Again, all of this range is a bit more on the affordable end of Loro Piana bags. The Bottega Bang Bang Vanity, especially for a bag that has a top handle and a crossbody strap, and not just one of those two. Really the next sort of level of this bag is the mini hop, which is about $200 more. So, okay, it's like, it's not the cheapest by any means, but it's also not the most expensive. There is a versatility with these bags. Like I said, you can top handle, you can crossbody. This is a bag that is easily worn day to night. You could wear it to, I don't know, a concert or walking around the city on a Saturday afternoon. You could wear it to a fancy little dinner without the crossbody strap. You could wear this to travel, right? Because it's crossbody, it's easy, it's on you. There are so many different situations, and I think that that also makes it a really popular style. Now, I also spotted a bag during the Gucci cruise show, which again is a toiletry bag. And I think even actually this shape is more toiletry bag-ish than the vanities. I feel like the vanities have almost graduated themselves into kind of bag territory because of like the crossbody strap and, you know, they're a little bit wider now and whatever else, okay? But you've got this bag, it comes in the Gucci canvas, and also there were some exotic versions. And again, it's that one where it's sort of all encompassed into its strap. It is that very distinctive toiletry bag shape. It reminds me of the Hermes Bric-a-Brac. Is that how you do the French pronunciation of that? The Bric-a-Brac. I think so. This is a canvas little wash bag that lives in that section of the Hermes website. But even last year, these were not easy to get because people buy these bags and wear them as, you know, normal day-to-day bags, whatever, on holiday, not on holiday, around town, whatever, okay? People are using these as bags. In terms of a price point, it's a very cheap Hermes bag, okay? It's about $800. What other Hermes bag are you getting for that price? It's really, really popular around the summer. It's light, it's easy to pack. You can use it for by the beach, by the pool, whatever, okay? So I can see the appeal of it. Now, my question is though, is that a lot of people do not like this. A lot of people don't like bags that look like toiletry bags or makeup bags being used out and about. It's like, we all know that this looks like a toiletry bag, whatever. And I think because, you know, you associate them with a specific purpose. But my question is, does that really matter? Do we really care if a wash bag is used as a normal bag? If Hermes was to just literally change the categorization of this bag to live under women's bags or men's bags, is that all it takes to change our perception of whether we can wear this or use this out of the house, right? Like I said, even with the vanities, is all it takes is that it looks a little bit less practical for a makeup bag, or it comes with a crossbody strap for it to be legitimized as a bag to, you know, happily crossbody walk around town living your best life. And have you even thought about it? Have you even thought about the fact that this is called a vanity bag because it's a riff off of a bag that lives in your bathroom, usually? I find this really interesting. I think, like I said, the price plays a huge point in it. I think that it is a little bit of, well, these things have been around for a long time. I do think the quiet luxury has played a part in why these are particularly popular now. This is one of the, I would say, this and East-West bags is one of the biggest bag trends at the moment. And I also think that with it being summer, I think summer people are more leaning towards summery bags, easy, light, easy to pack, to take on your travels and everything else. And again, a style like this that can day to night and has that level of practicality always has a bit of a moment in the summer months. For some reason, in the autumn, winter, why do we want like bigger bags that we can carry our life in? I don't know. In the summer, we want light, we want less, we want freedom of big bags, possibly. But also, listen, I thought that this was just an interesting little topic to touch on. To be very honest with you, I think out of all of the vanity bags at the moment, the one I really like, the Loro Piana. I feel like if you're gonna do it, I do really like the Bottega ones, especially in the silver and limeade combination. That is just, it's just fabulous and fun and interesting. And again, with a smaller bag, I think you can play around a little bit if you're usually, you know, you like sort of neutral colors. I think a smaller bag, there's less real estate there to take up, okay? So you can really push things out there. I think that that is fantastic, but I do really like the L19. The Saint Laurent bag doesn't really do it for me. I don't really know if I like sort of how oval it looks. Like a lot of them have sort of rounder corners, but I don't really enjoy that too much for some odd reason. And I don't think I love the YSL just like posted there front and center. And I love a logo. I would actually have preferred this if it was in the YSL like logo canvas that they do, as opposed to just doing the quilting and the metal YSL there. I don't know why I'm just not really responding to that one. I really like the L19s, specifically the wicker ones for the summer. They are, I know. I think I'm like 2 years late to the game on that one, but it is great. That is a nice looking little bag, isn't it? Let's not lie to each other. The smaller the better. Honestly, this has made me think, maybe do I need one? Possibly. The Chanel ones, I feel like the stitching, the ones especially that has this sort of like smile line across it. It's like it's quilted and then it's got a smile line. It's like, why did you sort of add that? I think that that looks better in fabrics than it does in the leather currently. But there we go. What are your thoughts? Do you have a vanity bag? Do you like these sort of like iterations of toiletry bags? Does it like weird you out a bit and you're like, why are you carrying around a toiletry bag? Like that Gucci one. That looks very sort of toiletry bag-ish. But there is something about that just like through the arm, waltzing around on your holidays that I enjoy. Is it sort of seasonally appropriate? Is it sort of that you have to be in the right place at the right time? Unclear. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. And in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.